right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to talk about the Model 3 rear-wheel drive long range rear-wheel drive is new or is back, or it is available in this market. And so we'll take a look at it because this is a pretty interesting new trim, or at least a trim that they've brought back, and this might make a lot of sense in a lot of different markets. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the pricing, where you can actually get it, and much more including some interesting topics today, including a production ramp. It seems like Tesla inventory is hitting new highs, and a study done that 41% of Americans won't actually buy a Tesla vehicle or an electric vehicle. But we'll get into a variety of different topics. But before we do that, let's run that intro. This is where we usually do that. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. In today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get access to the best Tesla buying guide out there that has all the best interest rates. But definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt on Twitter. He posted this screenshot that he was actually found, or someone sent to them possibly. Tesla is introducing the Model 3 long range rear wheel drive for B2B or business to business customers in the UK, with delivery set to start in June. So June is pretty interesting, right? We'll talk about why that is in a little bit, but here's a quote: "To accelerate the electrification of the Europe's business-to-business fleet, we are introducing a new Model 3 variant that caters to the needs of our commercial customers. Model 3 long-range wheel-wheel drive combines a segment-leading 394 miles WLTP with highest charging convenience at an entry-level price point of $46,990. So the first thing we'll talk about is June, right? So June is what, 2 months from now? So that's a pretty interesting figure, right? Because the Model 3 long range has not been introduced into the US just yet, but it's pretty interesting how it is being introduced into the market like UK. And I actually didn't realize that in the UK market you can actually buy a Model 3 long range right now for 50,990. I want to say this is pounds, right? UK, but of course, like, that means it's been available this whole time. Or at least I don't know when this was actually loaded onto the website, but we can try and piece together some of the pricing here of how they have different pricing in this market versus the US market. So of course they also have a rear-wheel drive variant at 42,990. They've got the long range at 50,990 and a Model 3 Performance for 57,990. But the interesting thing here is you can actually build a Model 3 long range to however you want. So it's interesting how in this market, the UK Tesla allows you to order a Model 3 version however you want to build it, but in the US market, of course, we know that the Model 3 long range is not actually available. But pretty interesting that they are bringing a Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive. I certainly think this will do really well if they brought this to the US, because there's a lot of markets out there that you don't necessarily need all-wheel drive. I'm thinking like California, of course, and so some people would love to purchase a Model 3 without the all-wheel drive variant and just have all that extra amount of range on top of that. And I mean, 394 miles WLTP, I'm not sure if that's this is someone asked the question, 394 US or UK miles, and of course that's UK, but I really don't know, is there what's the difference between a UK mile and a United States mile? But either way, at the end of the day, anything above 300 is a lot of miles at the end of the day. And so this is pretty cool that this is, Tesla's releasing this for business to business variants. But let me know what you're thinking on it. Let me know what your thoughts on it are. We're gonna jump into our next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. Order break. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Different setup, as you can tell from